Man, this show has got to be one of the best shows, especially if you love a mystery, if you like comedy, you like the mix of the two. There's a lot going for it. And it looks like on this episode, we were proven right about a lot of hypotheses that I had. So we're going to definitely delve into each one of these and kind of spit out because a lot happened on this one. The biggest elephant in the room, Suirei is gone. She disappears, gets resurrected, but apparently as Maomao knows that there's a medicine out there that somehow makes you seem like you're dead and then revives you later, she is now like, okay, I need to find this girl because I would love to come across her once again and make her give me the medicine and how it all works. Because the fact is, Maomao now sees this as a challenge. The antagonist to her protagonist. So then that way she's like, okay, is someone else in medicine kind of like her, but someone that uses the medicine for like evil, dastardly events. In this case, trying to kill Jinshi. Now we have no clue who might be behind it, but like we said last week, we figure that it's probably going to be the concubine Loulan. Now, there's a lot to speak about this concubine because there was a lot of different things that happened here. Now, when Suirei disappears, we get a shot here to the concubine as she's drinking some tea and gets a message from her attendants. Was that about the fact that the plan of getting Suirei out of there worked? Or was it a plan towards something else? I said last week that I believe she's the mastermind behind everything. And I think this episode really stepped us closer to that revelation that she actually is behind all of this. But why would she want to get rid of Jinshi? Well, that goes into the fact that who is Jinshi? What is he all about? Because now the anime is not really revealing anything, but it did give us a few more tidbits about Jinshi, about the fact is that he is wearing a mask of this person, this eunuch named Jinshi. Now, I always said when I first met Jinshi, all those many episodes ago, that I don't think he is actually a eunuch. Lo and behold, he isn't. Because for those that don't know, a eunuch is actually someone that has their genitals surgically removed in some fashion. But Jinshi is actually taking medicine to make him impudent, make him not fertile. So it's like, wait a minute, that means he still has his units. So the fact is he's just taking medicine to kind of counteract that. Now, this is medicine that he doesn't like. And with the joke that was given by his attendant is like, oh yeah, if you drink too much of that, you might actually be an actual eunuch in the long run. In which gave this funny spit take here. It's hard to really pinpoint who he is. I have some thoughts, some ideas as far as who he could be. By the clues, we know he's related to the Emperor in some way. Is he the Emperor's brother? Is he the Emperor's lost son? Like, is there something going on? Because we find out the fact that he's actually only 19 years old. He's not 24. The character Jinshi is 24, but he's only 19, which basically means he's around the age of Maomao. That only just puts more sail into the wind of the ship of Jinshi and Maomao, even more so. And I can't wait to we get the reveal when he actually comes out and says it. Because even Maomao was like, is Jinshi such an important person that this elaborate plan would be used to kill him off? Like, why would they do that? And she was like, why is he even in the ceremony thing? And she's like, just kind of writes it off like, well, I guess, you know, if I tried to find that out, that might be a bigger problem for me. So she just like, well, I won't even deal with it. Which means she could, if she tried to put the brain cells together, definitely figure this out. But she's just like, I don't think that's important for me to know right now, so I'm not going to think about it. Which is kind of true because she got in trouble, quote unquote, for what she did in last week's episode, trying to save him, let alone if she tried to reveal who he actually would be. that would be even a bigger deal. I doubt she would have to deal with just getting hit in the face. There would be a lot more things she more than likely would have to deal with. Revisiting the concubine Loulan, she actually isn't even sleeping with the emperor like she's supposed to, quote unquote. Now, the emperor does visit her to make appearances. Every 10 days he goes and visit her, but then she ends up changing her look, makeup, clothes, hairstyle, like everything about her. So she'll change to look like something else. Now, granted, it could be said that she's trying to be fashionable, like even Jinshi was saying, but he just ends up being confused by it. The emperor, he's like, what? Who are you? What's going on? And he's put off by how young she is. He's not really into how, you know, like how little she is. Because you got to remember, he already has another concubine that's even younger than her. So he's not touching her. So he's not touching Loulan. And so he only really has 2 concubines that he's touching, quote unquote. And one of them lost a child and the other one has a child. So the key is, why is this new concubine who has come into the presence of the emperor, is she on purpose trying to make herself push the emperor away to make sure she doesn't get touched by him? Because it's already, he doesn't want to touch her because of the age, but she doesn't really know that. What she can control is the way she looks and sounds and what she wears, which she's doing, which none of the other concubines are doing. So he's just kind of like, whatever. But then there's political issues if he did try to get a baby with her, because her father has ties to the emperor's mother. So there's a big complicated web going on here, which is why it's like, it even in my eyes implicates her more, that she is the one behind what's going on for whatever reason, if that's tied to her father or ties to the old emperor and the emperor's mother. There's some other can of worms happening here. Now, we haven't really been privy to a lot of that, but there's been hints and sprinkles of aspects here and there in these episodes that only just makes this anime even better, because what seems to be something surface level of Maomao being with the palace and all the different jobs that she has to do, like, it already has to deal with that, but there's just so much that you start pulling at the threads of this anime, and it's like, there's a lot more to it than you originally think there it actually would be, which only makes me even more intrigued. But we're going back to previous anime we analyzed, X and Y. It's starting to get to that level at this moment in time. There is a mystery here. Stuff is happening, but we have a awesome character in Maomao to kind of discover and walk us through what is going on in this world. And I am just enjoying it even more. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, because this is a very good anime. I've enjoyed it since episode 1, and I continue to watch it and enjoy it even more and more as things start being unwoven, as we see the big picture of everything. But definitely make sure you guys like the video, make sure you guys are subscribed for more, because we'll definitely be talking about this anime and several others that will be appearing in the future. Please be safe, take care, and Lord willing, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.